G'day, Dan James here from Double Dan Horsemanship, and I'm here to answer your questions that you guys have asked us. The pawing horse, one of the most agitating things that you will see your horse do as a horse owner, whether you're tying your horse up, whether that you have him at the cross ties being saddled up, that horse that stands there and constantly paws. I'm going to give you two things that are great ways to help you go through and to address this. Number one is I go through the mark training process. You've heard me talk about this before. You can find a bunch of information online through our website when it comes to teaching the mark training. It's a 5 to 6 day process. That in itself is going to be a huge part to helping to get that pawing horse to stand quietly in position. The second one is hobbling. I'm a big advocate for horses to go through and learn about the hobbling process. What this does is it helps them to have patience and obedience to stand there. Not only does it help for the farrier that's picking up his feet, that the horse gets and gives up some of that fight that they're going to have in their feet. But where do I use that? Say, for example, my horses they've learnt to tie up, and I've got lots of long mane and hair on some of them, as you guys know. I'll go through and I'll put those hobbles on that horse while the girls or myself are going through braiding, washing, and plaiting up those horses. It helps to build good character of that horse to stand there, disciplined, waiting patiently while it's going through. Now, here's one of the other big things I see people make a mistake all the time. They're wanting that horse to stand there nice and quietly, and the flies are bad. Put some fly spray on. Help him out a little bit. Help him not to give him a reason to want to paw and kick and stand there. Help him in that situation to prevent that from happening. So, a couple of things as I pointed out. Mark training, hobbling, going through where you tie your horse up in the environment. Make sure you don't just tie him up that in the initial first stage that he can't see his other friends and now he's like losing his mind because he's tied up, then he's starting the pawing. Build it into that position. Work on a couple of those things, slowly building into it before that you put him in that spot. Those two things are really crucial to me that helps to have that horse that is patient and quiet and willing to stand there tied up without pawing.